How's it going, YouTube? That Weird Collector here, coming at you with another video review. And today we are going to be looking at all the Transformers I haven't reviewed yet. So, little Nemesis Prime here, Generations Goldbug, Fall of Cybertron, Ultra Magnus, Transformers Prime R.I.D. Cliff Jumper, Generations Orion Pax, Generations Skids, and Fall of Cybertron Soundwave. Because I haven't posted his review yet, so I figure I'll do him now. Starting off, here we have this little guy. Is he a knockoff? He could be. But he's just a repaint of Reveal the Shield Legends Optimus Prime. And he's basically G1 accurate. He's very G1 faithful to the original Optimus Prime. But strangely enough, no trailer hitch. They're just legs. His alt mode's pretty nice. It's a flat truck. I love the little silver bumper. Not quite chromed, but still pretty nice. And the deep purple titty windows are always nice. Although they're not apparently accurate to Nemesis Prime. They should be blood red translucent, but it's a Legends toy. What are you going to do? The paint's wrong. You got little nice purple things down there. I guess they're oil tanks or drums. And just unmolded, unpainted plastic on the bottom. To transform him, you're going to pop out the hand, fold the shoulders out, fold down the feet, and rotate here. Put up the head, and split the legs. And here we have Nemesis Prime on a stick. On a stick. You can make all the Jose Jalapeno jokes you want, even though I just did. And transformation is very basic and very G1 Optimus. You can see now the truck grill has moved onto his back, so he has a proper slender torso. I love how the legs are just blatantly the back of the truck. There's no transformation in them at all. You got one rolling wheel down here and one molded in wheel, as Optimus usually does. And just the blatant kibble wheels on his hands. Now, as you can see, I'm using the sword he comes with to keep his head up. The hinge is loose, but it's a weird kind of loose. I mean, standing up like this, of course it keeps his head up. If you fold him like this, his head should fold down, because that's gravity. But somehow the sword keeps it flat. But if you flip him the other way, his head wants to defy gravity and go back into truck mode, which is incredibly weird, and it works the opposite without the sword. So the sword somehow makes his head defy gravity. Right. Speaking of this sword, it's very Menasor-esque, with just being black unpainted plastic. So apparently this guy's trying to be Motormaster or something? I don't know. Articulation-wise, of course, his head is on the hinge, as I mentioned. As you can see, the weakness of it. Which is why I keep the sword in his head. Strange. Oh well. He's got this swivel. He's got a ball jointed shoulder. So his shoulder can do about that much movement. It's also on a hinge, and his elbow's on a ball joint, and he can sit. That's for transformation. His hips are on ball joints, but they don't move. Like, they move out about that much. And no swivel. No, and that's about it. He's a Legends class. He looks really cool. And I do love him so because he's my only Nemesis Prime. Moving on. Soundwave then. Voyager Soundwave. Very nice. What did the box say? It was like a communications truck, I believe. Because it's Soundwave, he has to be communications something. So he's given a nice car mode. All four wheels are some nice transparent purple. They roll pretty well. That's nice. I love those little spiky teeth there. It can fold down, so you got a flat look. And the gun removes. I love the world's smallest seat where nobody can ever sit ever. Comically undersized. Back is basically just his knees. I think this mold looks better in blue and blue, red, and spiky rather than red and brown for Autobot Blaster. Or even the... I wish I could have found Sound Blaster though. I wish I had a black one of these. It seems Sound Blaster is to Soundwave what this guy is to Optimus Prime. Just every mold of him gets a black remold or repaint. So gimmick in this mode is the tape deck. So you can remove this, but it does expose his visible head syndrome, which is right behind those two panels. He's just covering up with like shoulder, but I say A lot, or a lot, I guess. But you can press the button that's totally below me giving you the finger to expose his discs, and then you shove a... I heard this phrase proper. Horribly shove a Oreo out of his chest cavity, which to me is hilarious. So there's that. It can hold about 3 as I horribly de-transform him. But his little buddy there did not quite properly automorph, so give me a second. Here we have Disc A, which comes with him, and it's... who is it? Oh, it's Laserbeak. Oh, it's a bright red Laserbeak. No painted eyes, but I love all the detail, all the silver, and the fact that the one thing that says he's a Decepticon folds down to be his tail, revealing some nice paint. It's interesting how much design elements they got out of a simple alt mode, which is a shape. Automorph! Yes, and he has a platoon of other data discs, 2 of which I do not have, but I have 2 here. You can see they're nice energon cubes to represent him taking out energon from his chest and doing stuff with it, I guess. But who's this guy? Oh, it's Ratbat! Yes, it's just the remold of Laserbeak with nice pink hockey puck wings and a bat face with actual paint apps and yellow eyes. And I love the whole it looks like a maze on top of them idea. Looks brilliant. He holds together weirdly better than Laserbeak does. You have to like slam him to automorph him, and he almost always ends up on his back. Who's the other one? It's a hockey puck. Hey, it's a hockey puck. No, it's Rumble. Check out that freakishly short, but still kind of cute little humanoid. And he hasn't quite finished transforming, but you have to fold his arms down. Check out that tiny face sculpt. Perfectly, Rumble. And I know the packaging says Frenzy, but Frenzy's the blue guy. I'm not going to spark a fandom debate if I get their names wrong, am I? Whatever. Articulation, hinge here. He's just made up of hinges, so he's very loose. But, his head doesn't move. His torso moves like, whoa! To get him back into disc mode, you're going to... This is odd. Like that. Hello, fusible head syndrome. He's still cute. Empty Decepticon cubes. That's good for that mode. I'll talk about these slightly more in robot mode. Speaking of robot mode in a minute, there, I will get down to transforming Soundwave. Next to G1 Soundwave, I think this is my favorite look of Soundwave. I mean, animated Soundwave looked terrible. Even Cybertron Soundwave had a terrible alt mode and just spoke in like radio quotes. But transform him. Take the leg and just fold it down, and then rotate the wheels. Does that count as a Gerwalk? I think so. And speaking of hidden modes, you can almost approximate boombox mode, which I will not try to do because I'm horrible at that kind of fan moding. So actually you're going to keep the legs here. Good. Unhinge his crotch. Fold it up until you hear a peg or a nice click. And then you've got that. Take this, extend it on this, or fold it down on this hinge, fold it up on this hinge, and then fold it in. And then what you're going to do, take the arm at that joint and that joint, fold, actually push this all the way in, fold the hands, the rest of the shoulders up like that, fold the wheels back, fold the shoulder section down, so unpeg it, so fold up the hinge here, rotate, fold the back of the shoulder, fold the hand or the arm so it has a proper elbow, fold out the hand on this little there, and put it straight, and there you have one arm. And look, his head's right there. Again, now you have Soundwave complete in his robot mode and his weaponized robot mode. So check out that head, it's like the best thing ever. It and the little belly play the G1 nostalgia card very well. The rest of him is kind of freakishly out of proportion, like he just hit the gym really hard after he got his ass handed to him sometime before War for Cybertron ever was created. It's a freaking muscular thing with a really slim torso or crotch bit. Sorry. If I were attacking him, I'd know where I want to hit. long, slender legs and giant hooves kind of streamline him a bit compared to his massive shoulders and dangly arms with like an abundance of joints and some nice ratchets. He does have pink light piping, or just red light piping, which is nice. I should have brought a light to show it off better, but I don't care. Light piping. Ooh, light piping. Light piping! And all together, light, 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 pipe, 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 ping, ping, ping. Excuse me. I'll be 2 seconds. And I'm back. Light piping. Ooh, light piping. Of course, he's got his shoulder-mounted gun. Unfortunately, it never came with the battery weapons. They really slimmed it hard on weapons for this guy, but of course the gimmick still works. And what's funny enough, you can almost approximate the amount of joints he has, him pressing the button himself. Flip it down. I'm going to fold it back and show you that yes, all 3 data discs fit inside 1 data disc. Hump, hump, hump. What is he, Sonny Unicron? 2 data discs. If I can get in there. Hump, hump, hump. And 3 data discs for the finale. Hump, hump, hump. Yeah. 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 There. Now he ate all of them. Hump. Very much like Armada Unicron with this kind of gimmick. Now, joints. Holy crap, this guy got some crazy joints. So first up, you got a shoulder hinge. No neck movement, but hinge. So double hinge at the shoulder. Swivel. Bicep, I guess. This kind of a joint. So you can do kind of weird things like that. Swivel. Nice quiver-worthy ratcheting. Can I click it? Swivel at the hand. A crotch hinge, which is deeply disturbing. Nom, nom, nom. Nom, 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 nom. Nom, 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 nom. So you got like multiple mouths. These kidney wheels are on hinges and pop off. So if you want just like spikes there without wheels, you can pop it off. The bottom ones probably, but I haven't tested yet. Geez, this is gonna be long. Alright then, Soundwave's so awesome he takes like 10 minutes just on his own. I'm gonna also not talk during the next transformation, hopefully. Or all of them. Hips. Hinge. Nice hinge. Rotation at the knee. Some nice ratcheted knees. And toe movement. And this kind of movement. So, all in all, yeah, I'm pretty in love with my Soundwave. He's the only Soundwave I ever need. Moving on. since he's down here. Ultra Magnus. What can I say? In my opinion, it looks like a Cybertronian frog with wheels. Check out that front bumper. Just blatantly attached to his arms. Now he is, as always, or almost always, a repaint of Follow Cybertron Optimus Prime. Now I don't know where they went wrong, but even though he's a repaint in the same mold, this mold feels a lot weaker as Ultra Magnus, and better looking as Ultra Magnus. Oh, legs and hands. But it's just weaker in so many places. I don't get it. I mean, like, I've seen Optimus Prime, and I've played with him, and he is stable. But this guy, Jesus. To starters, you transform him. I wish I had background music, but I don't. Here's a point of contention. Look how flimsy that waist joint is. I know it doesn't peg in anywhere, but even on Optimus Prime, that waist joint's a lot tighter. It's on a ball joint. I hate ball joints. You could just rip his arm off. Shows you a lot simpler how to do it. And I guess I can never shut up. Epic head reveal! And there's your Ultra Magnus. At least the only Ultra Magnus I have. Check out that deep blue yumminess. Now I do have one other point of contention, and it's right there. That peg snapped off. I could never peg these two in properly, and also they won't peg into these two back holes there properly. They just don't peg in there. On a positive note, that head sculpt is a freaking triumph. It's got the Ultra Magnus spikes and a nice white face with the blood red eyes and no light piping. Oh, no light piping. He's got optional fold away smokestacks for Optimus Prime, Ultra Magnus, which is really nice. Just loaded with tons of molded in little details. Hollow legs, kinda. I love how the elbow joint is actually full, like this hollow bit, like folds in for a proper elbow. I love it. It's so smart. Head on a ball joint, shoulder on a ball joint, swivel, hinge, or swivel, ball joint, hinge, ball joint. There's your articulation accessory-wise, because this is where it gets really cool. He comes with Optimus Prime's gun, which he can hold in numerous ways. He can hold it like so, or like so, or even underhanded like so. And he also comes with this non-magnet sword, which he can peg into his armholes for nice brutal slashing action. And it splits apart. Oh, I wonder why it splits apart. I'll tell you why. Because the weapons combine. Like, holy crap. But he can also hold the sword in his hand. If I can get it out. There we go. Hold his hand very nicely. Now, the instructions don't show you this. And most toy reviewers won't show it because I don't know what the reason is, but it's hilarious. I have to actually look at box art to figure out how it transforms. So, split it apart into 3 separate pieces. This is 4, but the sword is 3. Now you're going to take this handle and plug this one in here. So now it's a gun on a stick. You can gun on a stick. Since when is that a powerful weapon? When it gets a friggin' Mondo blade attached to it, that's when. I'll just show you shoulder articulation. Now you're going to take this, peg it in, clip it in like so. Take this part, click it in like so, and you've got the Jamunga sword with optional gun barrel, which is just awesome. I love this sword so much. It does break apart pretty well though. But he's freaking got a gun on a stick. How more Jeff Dunham can you get? Ultra Magnus, awesome. This mold looks so much better than it does for Optimus Prime, but I recommend Optimus Prime because it's a better jointed toy. Next, R.I.D. Cliff Jumper, then. Oh yeah, I'm doing robot mode first this time. What of it? He's a dangly, freaky gorilla of a robot. But it's also nice that he's not a Bumblebee repaint. Although, I would love a red version of this. Pretty please, Hasbro. Pretty please, Hasbro. Hasbro. Pretty Hasbro. Can I please? How many times do I have to say please before Hasbro actually does it? Can I have a red repaint of this? But continuing to the plastic right here, it's nice that he finally gets his own mold and his own personality. And check out those little devil horns. Now, he does have a clear chunk of light piping, but his eyes are so small and painted over that it'd be hard to see. Plus my LED doesn't help. Meh. Light piping. Check out this melee weapon. If I can... He wants to fight me. There we go. Very brutish. It's just a engine block hand axe or hammer, whatever. Hammer time. Nope. Don't go. I'm not going there. Oh. Nope. Stop going there, please. For some reason, it comes apart. Why? Doesn't need to come apart. Now back to this plastic hunk of an orangutan. Look how long these arms are. I mean, Jesus. They reach past his knees. And they're just made of car and empty bits. I mean, look how hollow that arm is. God, why do I like this toy? I don't know, but I do. I mean, it's Cliff Jumper. How can you not love Cliff Jumper? He's the original repaint. Besides all the Seekers. Head's on a ball joint. Shoulders are on big gaudy ball joints. There's a nice bit of automorph here. That's pretty cool. We'll get back to that. Elbows on a hinge. Look at this kibble. I mean, it's just kibble. I mean, it doesn't add to anything. This backpack. What is this for, I wonder? Not adding to the suspense of I've already transformed him a lot, so. Check out the molded in wheels on the backs of his knees. That's deeply creepy. And the fact that he's a little bit hollow. Oh well. Arm is on this kind of joint, and his wrist on a ball joint. He has a swivel here, rotation, ball jointed hips, knee bends a lot, and ball jointed feet. Now, let's get to the muscle car. Oh man. So I'm here. Fold in the hand. Rotate. Fold down. Same thing. Fold up on the ball joint. Fold in the wrist. Fold out the door. Rotate. Fold down. Fold down this panel. If I can get it. There we go. It's on a hinge. Fold in. Rotate waist. I'm terrible at singing. Sorry. Fold in the feet. Yeah. Nope. I always forget how the feet transform. Fold the legs up. So it looks like that. I was doing it on the wrong side. God. You know, if I ever make a blooper reel, I might edit some of this into that. But for now, it's just going to go on YouTube for however long it lasts. Bit like I ask myself about my career, how long it'll last. And there's your car mode. And it's a bit of an awesome little thing, isn't it? Minus the bit of panel lining and the fact that he's just cheating. I mean, that should be up here, but these are just the parts that were on his elbows. And half an hour, holy crap. Sorry, I've got a lot to go through. Nice rolly wheels. Overall, very lovely muscle car. And this can peg in here or here. Nice bumper there. Clear right there. Love those little horns. And moving on. Generation Goldbug then. He's a pretty sweet car. Gotta give him that. Now there is a bit of it's noticeable where the gold plastic changes, but it's just the car doors. And he has a bit of gold plastic syndrome where the paint, or just gold paint, where it's flaking off. And you can see, where is it? Right here. I broke a chip off the windshield. Very much like I was actually driving this in real life. Very nice black stripes. Now he is just a repaint of Generations Bumblebee, but with blue plastic instead of all yellow. And yes, he's cheating again, but I don't hate it. I don't hate it so much on him because it doesn't blatantly look like the front of a car. It looks like just a robot chest, which is alright. To transform him, you are going to unpeg the windshield, or the doors on both sides. Doors are on hinges. Fold back. So he looks like this. Gerwalk? Anyone? Fold the feet down. And this is my one contention with this toy, as I have it. Holy crap, are his joints weak in his legs? I mean, he can hold a pose, alright. But it's just flop city. This could be a long video. Fold down the arms. Jesus, I really need to get this out of my system, people. I'm sorry. I really hope you don't watch the whole thing. I'll do more short videos soon. Don't worry. And optionally, you can fold the car doors like so. And here's your robot. And it's pretty nice. Gotta admit. I did not expect such a nice robot to come out of such a nice car. I should have. And, yeah. For weapons, since I didn't mention this, he comes with this ice cream gun, which, as you can see, has 2 pegs, so you can put it in his hand. It's pretty cool. Or you can split it in half and fold each half like so, or like so, so you can hold each one. Like so, or they can peg into the petrol caps on his from his vehicle mode, which are now his knees, which I forgot to show in vehicle mode because I don't like the look of it. It looks bloody awful. So there's that. Check out that face. It's very gold bug. There is a weirdly painted chunk of what was supposed to be light piping, but it's the same color as his eyes, and not the same deep blue as the rest of his head. Admittedly, this head, although that's the only remold on the toy, looks a lot better in deep blue than it did in frickin' bright bumblebee yellow. I mean, you can see the detail better. Articulation, his shoulders are on a mushroom peg, so they swivel, and on a hinge, so he can do that. Elbows on a hinge. Hips are on ball joints, and hips, ball joints, thigh swivel, knee. This flap moves on a hinge, and he's got ball jointed feet. And you can keep the kibble flaps like here, which looks awful because it's just car parts moving with them at all times. Or you can fold it down for like a Baraka blade, which I love having that option. And that looks pretty awesome to me. And his torso moves up and down due to transformation. Moving on. Almost done. How about skids then? Check out this sweet little hatchback. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. I really like this car mode. Although it is just visible arms again. All these guys I'm reviewing seem to have visible arms. Except for Shockwave. For 39 minutes, holy crap. Now, there is an optional third mode. You fold out the car doors, fold out the wings, or there's just these flaps, and there you have your flying car mode. Deluxe triple changer. You're welcome. Check out that little Autobot symbol there. I love all the little molding details and the red and white stripes. And the fact that his wheels are painted red also is awesome. They all roll pretty nice. Now, let's get to the theoretician in this all. Fold out the wing. These aren't wings, but whatever. Fold them out so they look like wings. Fold the feet down like so. And then fold out the tiny little toes, fold them down and around, down and around. So you have his legs done. Fold out his arms, extend them as far as you can, fold down the torso, and fold up, not fold up, how can you see this? Fold back this windshield, it's on a double hinge, and then fold this part, I'm losing my words, fold this part up, and then rotate the hips, so you've got this look, and then fold out his head, and apparently in Skid's fashion he now has the beef head on a stick? His head's on a stick. Like so. Beef chest on a thing. Link to Stu's video where he talks about Generation Skids which will be in the description down below. If you want to know what I'm talking about so you won't be so confused, I'll post a link. I'll definitely post a link to his video of this guy. Go watch it. It's a pretty good time. Now, the robot mode. Sans weapons. Check out this deep blue azure awesome robot. I'm not good at stringing words together with the same starting syllable. There was one. Check out that freaky Magneto helmet with the chunk of light piping blocked out by the weirdly expressive, freaky yellow eyes. His deep stare goes right into your soul and is worth the lack of light piping. And the oddly placed headlights outside of his body. Nice, long, slender legs. Give him nice kick skills. Kicks? Again, links to Thu's video if you want to get more punny with it. Shoulders are pretty nice too, but they're very restrictive if they're fully in all the way. So you have to pull them out. Arms are nice, but they're merely just little just orange pieces right here and shoddy little arms here. Very out of proportion. But nothing's more out of proportion than his comically huge feet. Check out those Sideshow Bob things right there. You can fold them back up for a slavish G1 mode. Is that G1 enough for you? I mean, he's not the SUV I thought he could be. I mean, give me a sec. Another sec. Sorry. I'm not doing this private. I mean, that's what Skids used to look like. And I kind of hope that's what Skids would look like this time around. Even though I didn't know anything about the character when I bought him. But this guy's a lot better than I ever thought he could have been. As for articulation, his head is on a ball joint. It's blocked by a piece of plastic in the back, so it can't go fully up. Shoulders are on a thing, not a ball joint, but just a thing. Elbow on a ball joint, so rotates pretty nice. I'm too far away. Head, shoulders, elbows, waist, swivel, ball jointed hips, thigh, knee, nice double ratcheted, or ratcheted knees, not double ratcheted, but nice ratcheted knees, and oddly enough, a lower piece that moves as well. I mean, he's a little back heavy and a little hard to pose, but that's what this joint down here is for helping with poses, and his feet are on ball joints. His toe can do that. He's pretty nicely articulated. Weapons now. He comes with a plethora of accessories. He's got the double automorphing wrist-mounted split pistols. Wristles? Got the nice double shoulder-mounted rash pods. The freaking over-the-shoulder spring-loaded guns. Kablam. And the baby Zor, the baby rifle and mama rifle that combine into the freaking rifle Zord. I mean, this thing's just badass. Now, I've been waiting to review skids for a while because I heard and read that in the next wave of generations there's going to be a repaint of him into crosscut, and holy crap, that looks amazing in silver and red. Can you imagine how good this thing will look in black, this gun right here? It's suitably nice. It's got pegs on each side, so you can peg both guns in a robot mode, not robot mode, vehicle mode. And of course you can dual wield for epic awesomeness. I think that was the nerdiest sentence I've ever said, but probably not. You got that. And that's a pretty awesome package. Minus the fact that his head can go look down like that. But that's still pretty cool. Moving on. Last but not least is Generations Orion packs. And I'm almost at 50 minutes. Holy crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 robots. I needed to get this video out of my system. So, this is Orion Pax. And who is Orion Pax, you may be asking? Well, person who's unknowledgeable about Transformers, let me tell you. He became Optimus Prime. Yes, it's his Optimus Prime's younger form. Right about the start of the battle with the Decepticons, where Megatron was showing off all the flight robots and then decided to kill him because he got in his way. And he then got reformatted into Optimus Prime. So robot mode's pretty nice. There's a lot of this dull gray here, but it's broken up pretty well by the bright red and the really deep yummy blue that I loved on Ultra Magnus and Bumblebug so much. Head's pretty nice. It's faintly G1 with a bit of not quite Optimus Prime look. Again, light piping, but this thing gets in the way. So much to talk about in 2 minutes. How do we go? Shoulders are nice and square, all triple hinged and pegging in not very well, with the ball joint in here and the all-hole looseness. Doubles are pretty good. There's no ratchet, but it looks like there should be. He's got bicep swivel. He's got a hinge. Ah, man, I'm so terrible with words. Wrist, articulation, and swivel. Hips or waist. Oh god. Hips, ball joint, knee, foot on a ball joint, and on a hinge due to articulation. Due to articulation? Did I really just say that? Due to transformation. Speaking of, let's hurry this thing up. Fold down the head. Fold the waist forward. Fold the almost kidney wheels down. It's on a double hinge, so fold it back. Fold the hands in. I'm going to go really fast, I'm sorry. Fold the hands in. Fold them like so. In like so. These parts up. Now back here. Now take these waist, flip it, take these out to the ball game. No. So they're like that. Now peg the legs together. If I can, there we go. And peg the arms into the legs. Flip the feet down. They just go down here. If I had the option to speed up my transformation, I definitely would. And probably play some rap music while transforming. So you extend those, click them together, and you fold those down. And here's your alt mode. And it's a truck, I guess. I mean, it is nice. It's different than any other Optimus Prime I've ever seen. But again, this was the first Transformer I picked up when I got back into collecting, so heck, I only saw what Optimus Prime looked like on television. Color-wise, there's some nice yellow breaking up the red, and again, the deep blue looks as yummy as it ever does, with some silver there breaking it up. Nice silver on the sides. Those gray bits trying to pretend the arms aren't there. And he's a bit of a hollow mess on the bottom. You can see most of his robot mode. He has a nice Autobot symbol there. And that's about your lot with the car mode. Now weapons wise, he comes with this nice Fall of Cybertron War for Cybertron-esque laser axe, which plugs into his two not petrol caps. So you can plug it in there. He comes with this not ion blaster, or a really early version of the ion blaster. Just unpainted chunk of plastic. Bam. And weirdly enough, that hole there, you can peg the gun in there. Why? I don't know. But you can also peg the gun right there. And that's about your lot with these Transformers. So, as always, I've been that weird collector. Things and stuff in the comments down below, and also in the description down below is the usual information. So, keep calm, and see you next time.